Good evening once again, all you Trojan fans, tonight from the home of the Shamrocks here at Trinity High School in Camp Hill. The Trojans play their third ball game here in the postseason play as we get into March Madness here on the very first day of March, and we hope that the Trojans can win this ball game tonight over the Delone Catholic Squires. It will not be easy. Delone Catholic with a fine record of 18-8 coming into tonight's ball game. Delone has a couple of guys on their squad that the Trojans will definitely have to hold down, and that's that number 4 Andy O'Brien. We'll see him coming up here as soon as we get the ball game started, and that number 13 Jim Zinn. They have a pair of Zins here, spelled Z-I-N-N, Jim Zinn, and presumably Andy Zim might be his brother, I'm not sure. But at any rate, it looks as though we're going to have our hands full with these Delone Squires, and we're going to see if we can't win. Tonight, it's another must-win situation for both ball clubs as the loser goes home and the winner goes on. So should the UDA Trojans be able to win this ball game, we would have to meet Reading Central Catholic, who defeated Northeastern York County tonight by about 13 or 14 points, something like that. So the Trojans are here and they're ready. Coach Hain looks like he's ready to go, and the ball club is ready to go. We need to get a ball game in here that does not have as much foul trouble as we had against Hershey the other night, because with Milton Hershey we had both Jim Buffington and Josh Smith foul out of the ball game, and that took a lot of the defense away and allowed the Milton Hershey Ball Club to overcome an 18-point halftime lead that the Trojans had built up, and then they saw that melt away as two of their big guys were not able to play because of foul trouble. They were seeing limited duty. So tonight we hope we can avoid that and maybe get a good ball game together now as we send out there Lentz and Robertson, number 34 Jim Buffington, senior Jim Buffington, and we have Josh Smith here introduced next. We're going to need a big ball game from these guys, that's for sure. And then finally, Drew Hunter, the fifth man introduced for the UDA Trojans. So the Trojan boys look like they're pretty much excited about continuing on here, and we'll see now as the competition gets just stronger and stronger as you go along in districts and then into state playoffs for sure. So Andy O'Brien is introduced first, and then number 12 is that Mike Zinn, and 6'3" Jim Zinn is number 13 out there, and they have a 6'4" Ryan Grogg. He is number 20, and number 22, 6'2" senior Steve Baer. So Baer, Grogg, the two Zins and O'Brien will be the starting five for Delone, and we'll be set with the opening tip-off here in just a moment. Ball club's taking the court now as we get set to go out there. Number 20 is that Grogg. He'll be tipping it off out there against that Josh Smith for UDA, and we're ready to go. So good luck, fellas. Let's see a good ball game here now. Opening tip, control back here for UDA. This is Lentz. Ryan played a good ball game last time against the Hershey Ball Club, Milton Hershey that is. Jim Buffington picks it up, goes inside, or Jim Buffington shoots a shot inside, no good, and a rebound down to Grogg. Over there it goes to that Andy O'Brien. O'Brien on the wing, he goes with it to Grogg, and Grogg will pick it up, push it across the court here for Andy's Zinn, and then back outside. This is O'Brien for three. It's in and out, no good. Rebound comes down there to Hunter, and Drew will drop it back here now for Lentz. Lentz over there for Mike Robertson. Mike had an excellent first ball game here as we played against, here's a shot from the side by Buffington, wouldn't go, and a rebound comes down here. It's going to be controlled by UDA. Anyway, Mike Robertson with a good ball game against Eastern York. And then last time they held Mike in check pretty well as a shot from Buffington goes up for two. And it's 2-0 as Jim, who normally starts with a three, stepped in and put a 19-footer up that time. And it's 2-0 UD. Here Jim's in, over the wing he goes with it. Shot from the side over there, good for two. Three, rather. That's that Mike Zinn, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Delone on top by one. Here comes Lentz with it. Lentz will bring it up court. He has Robertson spinning around to the near wing with it, stopping and popping for two. It's good. Mike got that one to drop in there very nicely, and it's a 4-3 ball game. So Trojans look as though in the early going here we can run with these guys, and I hope so. Zinn over there for that 22. That's Bear, 22. There's a drive on the baseline, pushing it right in front, and the ball came loose. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to be off the Squires. It'll be UD ball. Trojans will inbound the ball. We've played 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes here, or just over 2 minutes, I mean. 4-3 UD. This is Lentz for Buffington. Jimbo, and back to Lentz it goes, and the ball goes out of bounds. So we'll turn it over now with 5:45 left here in the first quarter. Mike Zinn over there for Grog, and then Bear has it. Bear with a pass underneath for 2. It's good. Well, they split the defense that time, spread it out, and Andy O'Brien puts it in and gives the lead back to the Squires, now 5-4. Here's Robertson out in front. And Mike looking to get something inside. Ball's tipped away, stolen in there by Grog, and Grog for 2. No good, missed the shot. Return shot put up though, that's missed. Ball comes tipped back here, Robertson has it. Quick outlet pass here for Lentz. Can Ryan get it in? He did. So the Trojans got 2 out of that after the Squires missed a couple from right underneath on some nice play underneath, and they missed the shot. So Trojans catch a break there. Here's that Jim Zinn. Ball tapped away from him right there by Mike Robertson, and a good play. Stole it right out of the hands of that Mike Zinn. And back comes Robertson with it for UD. Out here, whoop, ball tipped, and let's see who's going to grab it. Well, it's still loose inside there. Lentz from outside for 3, wouldn't go, and a rebound comes down controlled by the Squires. Back with it comes O'Brien. O'Brien with a pass underneath for 2, it's good. O'Brien dumped that one underneath there to that Jim Zinn, and Jim put it in. UDA is the home team on the scoreboard tonight in their white uniforms. They trail now by 1, 7-6. Robertson will take it on the wing, push it out in front, ball tipped away. Back with it comes Grog. Grog looking for 2. It's good. So it's a 9-6 ball game with just under 4 minutes to play here in the first period, as they'll bring it back up court. Trojans trailing now by 3. This is Ryan Lentz with it. Smith challenged over there by a couple of Squires, but Smith will go to put it up. It's out of bounds, knocked out of there by Jim Zinn. And it'll be Shadle coming into the ball game for UDA. He'll replace Mike Robertson for Coach Hain. And number 3, McIntyre, will check into the ball game to replace Mike Zinn for Delone. Inbounds pass, tipped back here. It's going to go back court. No, they said it was tipped. So they allowed that to go as he had no control over it. Here's Buffington into the corner here for Shadle. Inside he goes with it for Smith. Smith leans in and puts a shot up, no good, and the rebound comes down there and controlled by number 22. That's at Bear. Shot underneath, no good. Rebound comes right down there to Shadle. Shadle staking it up court here now, having a little bit of trouble with it, and then it's going to be stolen away by Grog. Grog with a pass down the court right there for that Jim Zinn, and Jim Zinn's got 2. Referees are allowing the boys to play, and it's 11-6 now, and timeout's going to be called by UDA. Timeout up at DauPhin. Okay, the 22nd timeout called by Coach Hain is over now, and so UDA will inbound the basketball as the Squires put some full court pressure on UD, and back with it comes Ryan Lentz, who is back in there for UD. Here's Buffington. Jim stepping up, looking for 2. It's good. Jim Buffington for 2. 11-8 for Jimbo. He gets 2. That's 4 for him here in the first period. We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Trojans trailing now by 3. This is O'Brien picking it up over here for McIntyre. McIntyre from outside, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down in there, and Smith will control it for UDA. Back over here for Shadle. Brett Shadle up court with it for the Trojans. Brett winding it down on the wing, stopping and looking inside here for a turnaround shot by Buffington. Just wouldn't go. Zinn with the rebound. Jim Zinn coming down court with it. Spins it over in the wing over there for that O'Brien. That wouldn't go, and the rebound's going to go out of bounds this time off Jim Buffington. Jim got a hand on that one and couldn't hang on to it quite, as he didn't really have control of it. Just kind of rolled off him. And we have Huffman and Robertson into the ball game now. And also George Hunter will come in here to replace Drew Hunter for UDA. Andy O'Brien inbounds the ball right underneath the basket. Shot put up by McIntyre. Missed. Tip in. No good. Return shot put up. No good. But it'll be Baer, number 22, going to the line for Delone, and he will be shooting 2. Foul was on Huffman as Baer shoots 2 and makes his first one. Baer looking to put his second one in now, and here it comes, and it is good. So Baer goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line and gives his Squires a 5-point lead now, 13-8. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the first period. Here's Robertson trying to take it inside. Kind of lost the handle on it. Puts his shot up. No good. Mike goes to the deck pretty hard, but does not draw a foul. And here's 13's in for 3. It's no good. They're crashing the baskets. Look at 22 in here. Holy smokes. Baer crashing inside there. No charge or over the back foul called, whatever. And up comes Shadle with it. Into the corner he goes here for Nick Huffman. Nick tries to take it on the baseline and lost the handle on it. He's guarded in there very closely by that number 15 Borden, who is into the ball game now for the Squires. And so up court comes Andy O'Brien. Good Catholic name from a Catholic school, Andy O'Brien. O'Brien lost the handle on it, picked it back up, dropped it inside here for Baer. Baer for 2, it's no good, but he's fouled. And once again, Baer will go to the line, is shooting 2. Steve Baer made his first one. And here's his second shot. It is good also. 15-8. UDA now trailing by 7. Gebhardt, number 5, into the ball game for the Squires. And up comes Lentz. No foul. Shot from the side by Nick Huffman. In and out. It wouldn't stay down. The ball comes back down there to that 15 Gebhardt, and back with it comes O'Brien. Picking it up over the side, he goes with it. Here's a shot from outside by Zinn, no good, and the rebound, let's see, control over here. Well, no, they're going to be picking it up here by the Squires. O'Brien has it again, dumps it on the wing. Jim Zinn tries to go in, can't. O'Brien from outside for 3, no good. On the rebound, let's see. It's going to be out of bounds. It will be off UD, I think they ruled it. Nick Huffman will check out of the ball game as Josh Smith back in there. It'll be McIntyre inbounding the ball. Back here for O'Brien. Dropping it for McIntyre. McIntyre spinning it into the paint. Swings it over here for a shot from outside by O'Brien. Good for 3. 18-8, Andy O'Brien nails a 3. And back comes Lentz for UD. Ryan near wing over here. Buffington would like to get 3 out of that, and he did. Jim Buffington for 3. Nice shot from the outside. It's 18-11. I'll show you the clock here in just a moment. There's a bounce pass inside. Turnaround shot put up there by number 5. Gebhardt is good. Andy Gebhardt, that's going to do it as the period comes to an end. But been pretty much the Squires here at the end of 1. It is 20-11. Delone by 9. Well, it'll be Andy O'Brien inbounding the ball now as they get set to go here in the second period. This is that Jim Zinn. O'Brien near wing over here. He comes with it now for that McIntyre. Shot from outside for 3 is good by O'Brien. 23-11 now, and O'Brien is a big solid 3-point shooter, I guess, for Delone, the way it looks. Here's Smith near wing over here. Comes to Buffington. He'll win 3, but it's a little bit off the mark that time. Rebounded underneath there to Smith, and Smith is fouled. Josh will go to the line. I believe he'll be shooting 2. Smith with a good putback that time of Jim Buffington's shot, and he was fouled. So let's see if Josh can hit a couple of these. First try is good. And Josh will get a chance to put his second one up and in here now. And nope, not that time. Rebound come down there and controlled by O'Brien. Down the wing it goes, underneath. Shot put up, no good. But that's going to let McIntyre go to the foul line for Delone, and he will be shooting 2. Jim Zinn comes out in favor of Mike Zinn for Delone, as McIntyre missed his first one. And here's his second try. It is good. Rattled that one in. 24-12. They've doubled up the Trojans here at this moment. As up court with it comes Buffington. Buffington pushed off in there. No call. Pass comes over here now for Lentz. Lentz will take it inside. Goes to put a shot up. No foul on that either, huh? The referees have swallowed their whistle, the whole trio of them. No whistle, and I gotta let the boys play though, so they don't play on both ends. Right underneath here for Smith for 2. No rebound on that one, and the shot missed, and McIntyre coming back with it. Right underneath, he tried to go with it, but it's picked off in there by UDA, and then going to be thrown out of there as Jim Buffington tried to hit Robertson with it and couldn't team up there. He fired it behind Mike, and so 7:05 left here in the first half, 24-12. This is Zinn over the wing he goes. O'Brien from 15 feet out, but wait a second here. We got a foul called on Lentz, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be a hold foul called on Ryan Lentz. None shooting. It was before the shot, so they will be able to inbound the ball with 6:55 left here in the half. 24-12 is the score, and McIntyre will inbound it here to that Mike Zinn. Back for O'Brien, and then McIntyre loops it over the wing over there. This is O'Brien taking it inside. 18-foot try, no good. Rebound, let's see, controlled in there by UD, and back come the Trojans. Trojans could use some points here now as the game has slowed down a little bit. So UD has to take advantage of it while they can now and see if we can get a couple of points here. Here's Hunter for Buffington. Over the wing it goes. Shot from the side for 3. Wouldn't go, but a rebound put back up there by Josh Smith is good. 24-14 moves the score back to 10 now. Near wing over here they go for McIntyre. McIntyre pushes it there for McIntyre again on the baseline. Shot from out there, no good. And on the rebound, let's see, it's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 5, I believe. 22 Bear re-enters the ball game. Here's a quick pass ahead here now for a running shot by Buffington for 2 on the inbounds pass. And nice play that time as they inbounded that one right to Jim, and Jim in stride caught it and then went in for 2. This is Bear out in front there for Zinn. Over the wing it goes. Shot from out there by that number 24. No good, and a foul call on Bear. As he went over the top, he'll pick up the personal foul. And it's a 24-16 ball game, and the Trojans can climb back into this one now with a couple of buckets. And Andy Mike Zinn into the ball game to replace O'Brien for the Squires. Smith looping the ball ahead here now for Robertson. Mike will take it across the timeline and then set something up out here now from 3 from a long way out. No good. Rebounded inside there to the Squires. Back with it comes in. He lost the handle on, out of bounds. It goes over UD ball. Here's Lentz coming up court with it. Ryan pushing it over here for Buffington. Buffington stopping, pushing it inside here for Smith. Smith, let's see, is fouled. Non-shooting foul, only the team's 3rd on the Squires. Grog picks up the personal foul. It's his first, and Lentz will inbound the ball. For UD, right here on the baseline he goes to Robertson. Robertson's shot, no block, no foul, no nothing, and back with it comes the Squires. Zinn for 2. It's good. That's that Jim Zinn, and he hit for 2. 26-16, 10-point margin again. Lentz with Zinn looking after him out here. They'll push it over there for Robertson. Robertson double teamed out in front, tries to take it inside, and a blocking foul finally called. The UD crowd over here calling the fouls before the officials do tonight. They're very slow blowing the whistle as Shadle will check back in, and so will Nick Huffman. Also coming into the ball game, number 15, Borden, again for the Delone Squires. And Jason Brandel in there for UDA as well. Oh, here's a ball stolen away on an inbound pass. You can see that one developing up here. That's Steele on the baseline with it for 2, no good. Can the Trojans survive this? No, it's off the hands of 15 Borden, I think it was. So UD with a chance to come back and narrow the gap. 4:45 left here. The Trojans have played with these guys for the most part. If we could do a little better rebounding and so forth, why, we'll be all right. Pass over here for Mike Robertson, but that one gets out of bounds now as it eluded Mike that time. So they turn it over, and it'll be Krog inbounding the ball here for the Squires with 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. Mike Zinn bringing it up court for Delone. He has Jim Zinn over in the right wing. Mike taking it here and picking it up back there for Grog and then back for Zinn. Mike Zinn around the top of the circle, and a hold foul is going to be called on Shadle. Will be the Trojans' 5th team foul. And I think it'll be Brett's first. Buffington and Lentz into the ball game to replace Robertson and Smith for UD. This is Bear with it. Comes across the court here to that Mike Zinn. Mike will dump it back out in front. Bear with it again. Inside he goes here. Here's a pass out for Mike Zinn. Mike for 3. It's good. Mike Zinn gets 3. 29-16. And Lentz up court with it for UD. Pushing it over here for Buffington. And they're going to say that Jim walked with it as he was challenged by Zinn and Bear. Mike Zinn causing Jim to lose his balance on that one, and they call it a walk. 3:38 left here in the first half. With Bear. Over in the wing. Now into the corner it goes. They try to go in front with it, but Grog had the ball come loose, and he picked it back up again. They'll bounce it over here now for that Jim Zinn. Jim Zinn for 3. Oh, the Delone Squires are not afraid to shoot the threes, and for another time they've doubled up UDA. Now it's 32-16 as they try to rush inside here, but Brett Smeltz is going to get a foul called on, I guess, Jim Buffington picks up his 2nd personal foul. Jim holding somebody up inside there away from the ball, but he got called for the foul, and this will be Mike Zinn coming up court with it. Over here for that Bear. Into the corner they go. From outside by that other Zinn. Oh, and the crowd goes, oh, as they missed one. This is Robertson with it. Mike on the left wing. Mike will lose the handle on it, but picks it back up out in front here for Buffington. Buffington right inside there, but then the ball comes tapped loose, and back with it comes Bear. Bear back to Bear for 2. No good, but a foul underneath. Could be Jim Buffington, and if it is, it'll be Jim's 3rd. It is. Jim just picked up personal foul number 3 with 2:34 remaining here in the first half. And that's going to send a Bear to the line, shooting 2, and his first one is no good. Jim's got to check out now, picking up his 3rd personal foul here in the first half, and he's replaced in there by Nick Huffman. Also, Drew Hunter back into the ball game to replace Jason Brandel for UD. Shot by Bear is good. It's 33-16 with 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Ryan Lentz up court with it for UDA. Ryan will drop it back over here now for Huffman. Nick rolls it here for Robertson. Robertson pushes a shot up, won't go, but he's fouled. Foul will probably be on Bear, and Mike Robertson will go to the line for UDA. He'll be shooting 2. Here's Mike Robertson's first try on the freebie, and it's good. McIntyre, number 5, checks back into the ball game for Delone to replace Steve Bear, as Mike Robertson looks to put his 2nd one in, and it is good. 2 nice free throws by that Mikey Robertson. 33-18. Back with it comes Zinn. This is Andy Zinn over here for Jim Zinn. Cross court he goes to Zinn, and then back over there for that O'Brien, and then Zinn has it again. This is Mike Zinn. On the baseline, shot for two, no good. And on the rebound, controlled in there by the Squires, and a foul will be called. And that's going to send Jim Zinn to the foul line shooting two. Jim Zinn made his first shot, and Josh Smith checked out of the ball game, picking up his second personal foul. And in there to replace him is Jason Brandel. Second shot by that Jim Zinn is all net. 35-18 with 1:55 left here in the first half. Here's Lentz with it. Over in here for Huffman. Huffman for three. No good. Rebound comes down there controlled by McIntyre, who will dump it off there for that Mike Zinn. Or Jim Zinn, rather. This is Mike Zinn. Now back to Jim Zinn. Zinn side they go. No. This is Zinn taking it on a 15-foot jumper. No good. And he leaps inside there, gets his rebound, puts the shot up, and is fouled by Nick Huffman. And Jim Zinn will go to the foul line. He'll be shooting two. Jim Zinn made his first one, and here's his second one. It is good. Good shooter, good foul shooter. 37-18, minute and a half left here in the first half. Here's Lentz with it, picking up the dribble. Double teamed out here. Ball stolen away. McIntyre's got it. Dumps it over in front here now for a shot. No good by Jim Zinn, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting two, I guess. Ryan Lentz picked up the foul. With 1:19 left here, it was Ryan's second. And the first shot by Zinn. Hey, the man is human. He missed the first one. Lentz will check out now as coming in to replace him. Is that Brett Shadle for UDA? And Jim Zinn looking to put his second shot in, and he did. 38-18. It's a 20-point ball game now for the Squires. And this is Shadle coming up court for UD. Shadle taking it all the way inside, lost the handle on it, and out of bounds it goes. Brett got himself tangled up trying to go down the paint that time and just lost his footing in the ball, and out of bounds it went with 1:08 left here in the first half. Mike Zinn picking it up over here for Jim Zinn. Jim pushes it back out there for that O'Brien, and then Mike Zinn has it out in front. O'Brien and Zinn. This is Andy O'Brien with it, working down the right wing side for the Squires, then pushing it out in front here for Jim Zinn. Clock down to 38 seconds now, and they're going to elect to play for the final shot. They have a 20-point lead here now, so UD may be content to just let them do that too. It doesn't matter much whether you lead by 20 or 22 at halftime, or whether you trail, I should say. So the Trojans now want to come out for it. Jim Zinn with it, and Jim will push it back over here for Mike Zinn. Mike Zinn dribbling it out here now as the clock counts are down to 8 seconds. Jim Zinn taking it inside, pushing it off over here. Shot from the wing, no good. And let's see, on the rebound, we have the buzzer to end the first half. But the score at halftime, it's big according to these Delone Catholic Squires. Anyway, 38-18, and that's a 20-point margin. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. Well, as you can see, the teams are back on the court again now as we get ready for the second half here, and UD with a pretty long row to hoe here now, trailing by 20 at halftime, and they're going to have to come back. Of course, if you look toward the ball game the other night against Milton Hershey had us by, or we had them by 18, and they came back. So, and this ball game, anything can happen. Jim Buffington playing with 3 personals on him now, picked up in the first half. Inbounds the ball to begin the second half here for Ryan Lentz. This is Ryan, near side here for Robertson. Mike with a guy on him. Boy, these guys are hustling. Inside he goes to Lentz. Lentz for 2, he's fouled. The foul will be on Grog, and Ryan Lentz will go to the line shooting 2. For Grog, it is his second personal foul of the ball game. Lentz's first try is short. There's Lentz, puts his second shot up and wouldn't go down. The rebound to Bear, who will spin it out here for O'Brien. And over there for that Mike Zinn. Now on the baseline it goes. Here's a shot put up by Jim Zinn, wouldn't go, and then a foul underneath. Jim Zinn is fouled, and he will go to the line shooting 2. Josh Smith picked up his 3rd personal foul as Jim Zinn puts his first shot in. So Jim just as deadly from this side of the court as he was from the other side of the court. Makes it a 39-18 ball game. And here's Zinn's 2nd try, and it is good. 40-18 now. 22-point bulge for the Squires as UD comes back up court. This is Lentz for Buffington. Jim taking it out in front, reach in foul, no call. Robertson with it on the baseline, spins it back out here for Smith, who will push it outside. Lentz for 3, that's off the mark, and the rebound comes back out here. Lentz hustled in for it, but it's picked up instead by Grogg, and this is Ryan Grogg getting it back here for that Mike Zinn. O'Brien for 3, no good. Rebounded in there to Buffington, who will spin it over there for Mike Robertson. Mike up court with it for UD. He is challenged out there by O'Brien. Got the ball back. Dumps it here for Smith for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebounded inside there to the Squires. And Mike Zinn coming up court with it. Nice bounce pass on the run. Over there is that number 22, Bayer. And Steve Bayer off the pass from Zinn. Running underneath the boards. Put that one home. 42-18. Robertson with it for UD. Ball tapped away, but picked up in there by Smith. Across the court it comes here for Lentz. Lentz drives it right underneath, puts a pass under there for Drew Hunter. And Drew Hunter off the nice pass from Lentz gets 2. It's 42-20. And this is Mike Zinn for Jim Zinn. And Mike has it back again. Over there for Jim. Jim will go inside with it here for Bayer. Bayer for 2. It's good. Well, Bayer playing inside that time, and both Jim Buffington and Josh Smith cannot foul anymore because they've already got 3. Here's Drew Hunter. Drew spinning around out there. We'll give it here for Lentz. And a hold foul is going to be called on O'Brien, I believe. Yep, I think it was on O'Brien. Non-shooting. Andy O'Brien picks up his first personal foul of the ball game as Jim Buffington gets ready to inbound the ball. He'll loop it over here, but it's stolen away by Mike Zinn, and Mike Zinn bounces it over here now for Grogg. Grogg off the glass for 2, no good. A rebound put up, no good either. That wouldn't go. Bayer with the rebound that time, but he couldn't get it to go down, and so Robertson coming back with it for UD. Mike having a little bit of trouble with it out front. Ball reached into there, but Robertson has it, picks it up, spins it over there for Lentz, and Lentz will drive it inside here as the ball came loose in there, and it's going to be picked up here by Grogg, and Grogg will spin it over here now for Zinn, and then a pass underneath from Zinn to number 22, Bayer. So looks as though the Squires having a little bit of fun-based basketball out here now for them as they do everything they need to do to make the steal. Here's another ball stolen away. A pass quickly down the court here for Andy O'Brien, and the Trojans are reeling now as it's 48-20 with 4:42 left here in the 3rd period. Well, the Squires are doing it to me again. They have a number 14 out there when they don't have him on the lineup. So we'll find out who that is, though, here in a moment. Smith gets ready to inbound the ball following the UDA 1-minute timeout. Full timeout that time called by Coach Hain. And back with it comes Robertson. He's double teamed out here with the ball, and they're going to call a tie up as he is tied up in there by that number 14, who will find out who he is. 14's name is Gibbons, and Gibbons is fouled by Mike Robertson. Mike picks up the foul. Gibbons is fouled. And Brett Shadle getting ready to come into the ball game for UD. He will replace Mike Robertson. And it will be O'Brien inbounding the ball. Throws it here to Gibbons, and Gibbons will pick it up. Start down the court. Over here for O'Brien. Inside they go right underneath. Shot put up there by 20 wouldn't go. That's at Croft. And then we have a jump call underneath as the Trojans tie it up underneath the basket. Or no, they don't. Nope. Foul instead on 54, or Wait a minute, now I'm not sure who that was on. Thought the foul was on UD. A little confusion here now. First, one referee, I think, called it a jump, a tie-up, and then they called it on Nick Huffman, 54, I believe. And so Groff will go to the foul line for the Squires. He'll be shooting 2. First shot's good. McIntyre into the ball game again for the Squires. He'll replace Jim Zinn. Second shot by Groff is also good, and now Smeltz. Brent Smeltz will enter the ball game to replace Ryan Lentz, I believe, yeah. And then George Hunter in there to replace Jimmy Buffington. Drew Hunter getting off the bench here. Drew is going to come in and replace Smith, and it'll be Nick Huffman inbounding the ball for UDA. Trojans trailing by 30, 50-20. And up with it comes Nick Huffman. Nick with a head of steam down the left wing. Picks it up out here now, and the ball nearly stolen away, and out of bounds it goes. It's going to go off the Squires as McIntyre, or O'Brien rather, making a play for the ball and knocked it out of there. And so this is Smeltz. And a foul called on Gibbons, I believe. Yep, Gibbons, number 14, picks up the foul for the Squires, and that gets a derisive cheer out of the sparse but vocal Trojan fans who are here today. They feel there's been a lot more fouling going on in there than's been called, as the ball comes down here now for a shot by Groff for 2, and Ryan Groff gets 2 more on the quick outlet pass on the inbound steal, whatever it was. And back with it comes Smeltz. Out in front here for Shadle into the corner. Here's Nick for 3. Nope, not that time. Ball tipped around inside there, controlled by Drew Hunter. And then they're going to call a foul underneath. Foul is on Gibbons, his second. And so UD will inbound the ball. 3:47 remaining here in the third period. I'll show you the clock here in just a second. Shadle getting ready to inbound here for Smeltz. Smeltz for 3. It's good. Brent Smeltz for 3. And that just excites the crowd anyway, because it's been a while since we've scored. Here's McIntyre back outside for Gibbons. Ball stolen away. Picked up in here by Smeltz. Smeltz playing it out in front now for Shadle. Inside he goes here for Drew Hunter. Drew for 2, wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to that 15 guy, and then he'll spin it over there for O'Brien, who is back into the ball game. Cross court it goes for Gibbons, and Gibbons will play it into the corner. Now back outside. Near side over here for McIntyre. O'Brien. Near side here, McIntyre steps up inside, looking for 2. It's good, and a foul called, bucket count. Smith re-enters the ball game for UD, and so does Jim Buffington. He's in there along with Robertson, Smeltz, and George Hunter. Comes Mike Robertson working the ball up court here with O'Brien on him, and I mean when these guys are on you, they're on you. Shot put up, wouldn't go, but a foul called, and Mike Robertson will go to the line for UDA, shooting 2. 2:49 left here in the third period, and O'Brien picks up his second personal foul. Robertson shooting up his first. It's good. O'Brien checks out as Jim Zinn back in there for Delone. And here's Robertson's second try. It's good. So Mike goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line that time. 54-25 is the score. Gibbons picks it up over here for pass here for that 15, and he'll go into the corner here for a Zinn. 15 is Borden. Ball loose, but picked up out here. McIntyre dumps it over here now for Zinn. Zinn for 2, no good. Rebounded inside there to Jim Buffington, and Jim will start it up court for UD. Quick pass down here out of bounds off the hands of number 13, Jim Zinn. And UD will inbound the ball. It'll be inbounded here by Smeltz. Over here for Robertson. Robertson goes inside here to Smith. Smith on the baseline, pushes the shot up, no good. On the rebound, comes down inside there and quickly outletted here for Gibbons. Gibbons for 2, missed the shot. Rebound underneath, however, and we're going to have a jump call underneath there, and it'll be UDA ball. Well, the Trojans and the Squires battling it out here now with 2:10 left here in the third period. 54-25 is the score as Smeltz will bring it up court. Brent, a star of the future here for UD as he takes it to the top of the circle over here for Smith. Inside they go to George Hunter, back here for Josh Smith. Josh for two, no good, but he's fouled. Foul will be on number 15, Borden. And Smith will go to the line shooting two. See if Josh can put a couple of these in just for the heck of it. First one, short. 1:56 left here in the third. Trojans trailing by a bunch. And Smith, number 21, into the ball game for the Squires. As our Josh Smith puts his second shot up, it is good. 54-26. This is Smith ahead here now for Zinn. Zinn double teamed out there and a foul called. George Hunter picked up his first foul of the ball game as Smith of Delone Catholic brings the ball up court. Over there in the wing he goes with it for Zinn inside, but the ball tapped loose but picked up by Smith. Over in the wing it goes. This is Borden. Back for McIntyre, and then Smith has it. Smith working it around out in front, pushes it back over here now for that McIntyre. Into the corner he goes for Borden to bounce it inside nicely. And a shot put up and in by a twisting and turning Gebhardt. Andy Gebhardt for two. 56-26 with 1:15 left. Mike Robertson pushes a shot up, no good. Rebounded in there to Borden. He'll drop it back here for Smith. And then we have a foul called up court. Foul's going to be on Mike Robertson. Mike taking exception to something, and Mike is just getting a little frustrated here now with the officiating and whatever. It was a technical foul, I guess, or whatever. He's shooting two. This is Jim Zinn shooting two and missed the first one. Second shot, good. And then they will inbound the ball. Weaver, number 23, into the ball game for the Squires now as they get to play everybody. This is Smith over here for Zinn, Jim Zinn. On the right wing side, puts it over there for Smith. Smith inside here for Zinn. Zinn spins around off the glass for two. It's good. Jim Zinn, number 13, for two more. Less than 50 seconds remaining here in the third period. Back up court with it comes that Brett Shadle. We got Brett Shadle and Brent Smeltz. This is Brent Smeltz with it. Brent looping it into the corner here for Buffington. Jim will take it right inside. Dumps it underneath there, trying to hit Smeltz with it, or rather Hunter with it. And outside it comes now. Shot blocked away in there. Borden got a block on that one by Jim Buffington, and that came with 25 seconds left here in the third period. Shadle will inbound the ball. This is Buffington. Buffington trying to spin inside, puts a shot up and in. Good. Nice bucket by Jim Buffington, playing his final ball game for UDA here this afternoon, and Jim has had a good season for UD. Smith out in front. Good career here at Upper Dauphin, both in basketball and football. Shot from outside as the clock winds are down to end the third period is no good. Shot taken by Smith. But anyway, at the end of three, it's now 59-28, the Squires of Delone. Fourth period underway now, and for Delone, it'll be the starting five in there. This is Mike Zinn, pushing it over here for Jim Zinn. Inside he goes with it to a pass there for Mike Zinn. Mike rolls inside and puts a shot up in, good for two. Mike Zinn off the pass from O'Brien. And up court comes Ryan Lentz for UD. Pushing it out here for Smeltz, and Smeltz is fouled as Mike Zinn will pick up the foul for Delone. The team's 8th foul, so it should be a 1-and-1, and I think it will be sending Brent Smeltz to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 for UD. Here's Smeltz at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 for UD. The Zinn boys are indeed brothers. One's a freshman and one's a junior. And Brent makes his first one. We'll see if Brent Shadle can put his second one in here. Yep, sure can. 2 nice foul shots by that Brent Smeltz. Here's O'Brien dropping it back, and then they'll swing it up the court here and give it go back from O'Brien. O'Brien passing it over there for Bear, and then Bear tried to go back to O'Brien with it, but they kind of goofed that up and out of bounds it went. 7:27 left here in the season for UD, in the ball game for the Squires. Smeltz off court for UDA. Picking up the dribble over here for Lentz, and Lentz will take it inside, pushing a dribble out here for Josh Smith, and Josh hits a nice one. This little 10-footer for Josh out there in the paint. The ball tipped loose inside there, picked up by UD, and they'll spin it back here for Buffington. Buffington underneath, he goes with it for Ryan Lentz, and then Ryan lost the handle on it, out of bounds it goes. 6:57 remaining in this one. There's a bounce pass, and they're going to try to go over this way with it. Spins it back here for Grog, and Grog puts a shot up, but he's fouled. Didn't see the foul, really. So Jim Buffington fouls out of the ball game on that last foul there, and Jim's career here at UDA is over. But as I said, Jim played some darn good basketball for Coach Hain over the seasons, and we got 6:48 left here in the ball game as Jim fouls out of there, and that'll send Ryan Grog to the foul line for Delone. He'll be shooting 2. Drew Hunter in the ball game now, along with Robertson, as Grog makes his bucket there. 62-32, and back comes Lentz. Over there for Robertson. Robertson goes underneath here with it, and a walk called on Smith as he took the ball and it kind of rolled up his hands. He didn't get a chance to dribble it, but called for the walk because Josh just couldn't stop walking underneath there or whatever. Here's a pass for O'Brien. Spins it over here now for a shot by Bear. Wouldn't go, and a rebound comes down to Smith, who hands it back here now for Lentz. Lentz on the near wing over here for Mike Robertson. Mike would like 3, not that time, and on the rebound, over there to George Hunter. George Hunter will have it spin out of his hands and out of bounds. But they rule it was because of Mike Zinn that the ball went out, so they'll give it back to UD. Hunter swinging it over here for Lentz. Lentz takes it inside, tries to drop it there for Drew Hunter, and then Drew is clobbered. And a foul will go on the man laying on the floor, and that's going to be on Grog. He'll pick up the foul, and to the foul line will go Hunter, shooting 2. Drew Hunter's first try, good. Smith checking out of the ball game for UDA too, and he has had one heck of a season here at UD. Brandel in there to replace him as Drew Hunter makes 2 for 2. And back comes Grog with it. Pass up court here for O'Brien, and they're going to rule that he was fouled by Drew Hunter. And O'Brien will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1 for Delone. Nick Huffman into the ball game to replace Drew Hunter for UD, as Andy O'Brien at the foul line shooting a 1-and-1. First shot's good. You'll get to do that again. Second shot is also good. 64-34. Inside of 6 minutes to play in this one. Robertson for UD. For Nick Huffman. Nick tries to go inside with it. The ball came kicked loose, picked up over there, and then they're going to spin it over here for George Hunter. George on the baseline, dumps it back outside here. Nick Huffman for 3. It's good. And a foul called. Let's see who the foul is on. Foul was on Mike Robertson. I'm not sure if the 3 counted. Yeah, I guess it did. But to the foul line for the Squires will go number 12, Mike Zinn. Here's Mike Zinn looking to shoot up his first of a 1-and-1. No good, and the rebound's going to come down here, and out of bounds it goes. They rule it went off the hands of number 5, Gebhardt. So, inbound pass here coming from O'Brien. This is Mike Zinn. Mike Zinn, over the wing he goes with a shot from over there by that Jim Zinn wouldn't go, and a rebound comes down to O'Brien. O'Brien's shot no good. Rebounded in there to Nick Huffman. Here's Lentz for Huffman. Nick for 3. Short. Rebounded in here to Zinn. Quick outlet pass up here for pass underneath. And then a foul called on Nick Huffman as Nick went into number 5. And he'll be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Mike Robertson instead. Mike picks up his 4th. And Gebhardt will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot, no good. Rebound comes down here and is controlled by O'Brien. Inside, O'Brien goes with a turnaround shot by Jim Zinn is no good, but he's fouled. Jim Zinn will go to the line shooting 2. 4:58 remaining in the ball game. Jim Zinn's first try, nothing but net. George Hunter, Drew Hunter, Smeltz, Smith, and Shadle in there now for Coach Hain. Second try here by Jim Zinn is good. 66-37. And this is Brent Smeltz. For Smeltz and Shadle and some of these other guys, this is just a chance to get some experience here as O'Brien picks off this pass. Bounce it inside here for Jim Zinn for 2. Nice bounce pass coming back there from Mike Zinn to Jim Zinn. And Jim puts it in. 68-37. Here's Shadle with it. Shadle over the wing he goes to George Hunter. Hunter inside here for Drew Hunter, and Drew is bumped, tries to push his way inside, can't do it. Rebounded in there to Delone. Quick pass up here for Zinn. Zinn with a dump underneath on a nice pass for that O'Brien. And a nice pass from Jim Zinn that time. 70-37. Shadle with it for UD. Smith on the baseline, puts a shot up short, rebounded in there to O'Brien, and Andy O'Brien will bring it back, and then we have a foul up here, or timeout called rather. Timeout called by the Squires with 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. It's 70-37 Delone. Smith for Delone now picking it up as the Trojans have some new blood in here, and I'm going to have to pick them up. This is that pass over there for number 10, and that's Sunbury. Ball stolen away, picked up in here by UD, but then stolen back. Smith going for it. Pick it up in here is UD. Here's Shadle rushing to the hoop for 2, but he's fouled, and Brett will go to the line shooting 2. Here's Brett Shadle with his first try. It is short. Brett's second try is a little off the mark also, and on the rebound, going to be controlled in here by Smith of the Delone. Wenzel in there for UD. Pass over here for Smith, and Smith takes it on the baseline. Spins it in front. Ball came loose, picked up in there by Shadle, and Shadle will work it back up court for UD. Over the wing there it goes for Wenzel. Wenzel on the baseline, and a walk called on Wenzel. 3:06 left here in the ball game. Tapped out of there by Shadle. They had blown the whistle to get a sub in here. It was going to be George Hunter checking out for UDA. And into the ball game comes that Jason Brandel. Over the wing, shot from over there for a 3, no good. Rebounded here to Shadle. And Brett will take it up court here. Right underneath it goes a nice pass to Wenzel for 2. So Brett Shadle with a nice pass in there for Wenzel. And here's that 14 guy. Stoppage, popping, no good. Rebound comes down to Jason Brandel. Up court it comes now for Smeltz. Smeltz will loop it over there now as Wenzel gets it again, puts a shot up and in, good. Wenzel, another star of the future here of UDA. And back with it come the Squires. 2:10 left here in the ball game. On the baseline it goes. Shot from underneath there, no good. Ball tapped outside. Shot from out in front, good for two by Smith of the Squires. Back comes Shadle with it, having some trouble out in front. Ball came loose, but Brett has it. No, now he lost it back again. And Smith stopping, 17-foot try, no good. Rebounded underneath there to Shadle, and a foul called underneath. Brent Smeltz picks up the foul for UDA, 72-41 with 1:43 left in this one. No, it couldn't have been Brent Smeltz picking up the foul because Shadle's at the foul line shooting. Here's the shot, good. I think he had the wrong team. The guy must have looked at the wrong team because he called 21 Brent Smeltz, and it is Brent Smeltz, but sure as heck has the wrong jersey on. Shadle made the first one. As second shot put up here by Brett is good also. Jensen into the ball game. Casper Jensen in there for UD. As Smith having some trouble with it, and then they're going to count 10 seconds back here. And it'll be UD inbounding the ball. Wenzel will inbound the ball for Upper Dauphin. Passes it there for Smeltz, over there for Jensen, but a walk is called in the meantime, and so the minute and a half left here in the ball game. Squires inbounding it for Smith. Ball tipped away, and over in the wing it goes. Shot from over there by Smeltz, wouldn't go. Return shot put up by Ryan Lentz, wouldn't go either. But out of bounds it goes, it's blocked out of there. So UD will inbound the ball. Ryan getting ready to inbound the basketball. Shot from the side by Smeltz for three is good. Brent Smeltz hooks up a three from way outside with 1:10 left in this one. And back with it come the Squires. They'll loop it over here for 14. This is Smith. Smith had it roll loose. Quick pass outlet here for Smeltz. And Smeltz had the ball knocked out of his hands, and he's going to be okay, I believe, as the ball game really gets a little ragged now. And back with it comes Smeltz. Smeltz for three from this side. It's good. Brent Smeltz for his second or third three. 72-49 with 33 seconds remaining in the game. And a foul on Jensen as he stepped into Sunbury. And Sunbury will go to the line shooting two. Sunbury made a couple there. Down to 25 seconds remaining. Here comes a pass over in the wing. Shot from over there for three. Wouldn't go. And on the rebound, they put a shot up that's no good, but Lentz will go to the line, and he'll be shooting two. Here's Ryan's first shot, and it is good. Way to go, Ryan. 50-74, 24-point ball game now. And Ryan's second try. No good off the front. Casper Jensen with a return shot. Good for two. Jensen gets two. Clock down at 9 seconds. And here's another steal by UD. They tried to go underneath with it, but it's stolen away. Picked up inside. Another shot put up there by UD. Wouldn't go by Wenzel, but then on the final shot, which I don't believe counted, the score is 74-54. It's a 20-point ball game here. The Squires of Delone Catholic over the UDA Trojans, ending the Trojans here after 3 games in District 3 play. They won 1 and lost 2. So that'll do it as Coach Haynes sees the career and his career end here at UDA as Coach has announced his retirement. So we wish the best for Coach Haynes and anything and everything that he endeavors here in his future. And of course, he's still going to teach school for UDA for sure. And we will catch you later next year, I guess, at UDA boys basketball. as the season ends here with a 20-point loss to Delone. So bye for now.